Sorry for the delay. We were having audio issues. Two games on the board for Friday, May the 8th. Me and Pearlo are here to break it all down for you. Let's do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to another special episode of Rico and Pearlo's House of Exotic Hymes Picks Frolic. I am your host, Exotic Wagers. Sorry for starting the stream there a little bit late. We were having audio issues. Pearlo couldn't hear me. But all good in the neighborhood here. We are here for your two-game breakdown. How you doing this evening, Perlo?
All betting wise, very good. Yeah, I had Philadelphia ladder down to minus 1.5 or to team total one and over under 1.5. So 3 units on the 2.5, one on the two, and a quarter on the 1.5 at plus 195. So good that way. Stankoven screwed everybody.
Yeah, he ended up getting two. He got one right there at the end, but wish he would have got three because that would have cashed me out on one of my parlays. I had him and Couturier for two and Carolina money line. So that last lost, but cashed the under first period for the Flyers and over first period for the Hurricanes at plus 200 we gave out last night, the first
Yeah,
period
yeah, yeah.
parlay. Um, so I cashed that, but I only had two or three plays tonight, so
Yeah. I
didn't
also
cash
had
in
the
my big
Canes
one.
puck line first period too, and that was a good. It was a good and Konechny under point 0.5 points came through. So good day. Uh, that's a pretty easy series. That's I should be throwing that one. I can't see. I mean, Philadelphia is going to do everything they can, but man, Carolina just dominates them.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, the money line might be out now already for that game. That game four is going to be Saturday. I mean, Carolina's already favored minus 175, so definitely not a playable line. Like, and I don't even know if it makes it to overtime. Like, I would just maybe play Carolina in regulation.
Yeah.
Um, or Stain Coven
Oh,
did us all dirty today, but maybe taking him for just two shots in Carolina money line. He got two today. Um, yeah, he was seemed like he was pass first today, so I don't know if he was giving Blake or Hall looks, but
it's
you know,
probably he's been playing hard. You probably just said they probably said, "Let us take it today. Take your time. We got
yeah,
this."
if it's there, there, but get a little rest game on when you can.
Where did you
Uh,
get that line?
the the over and the under, or you mean the line for
For
DraftKings?
DraftKings has
It,
already got it.
yeah, it's the best line out. So Fanatics is minus 175, FanDuel's minus 182, BetMGM
I
is
think you
minus
probably want to
180.
get on whatever you're going to get on because I just got this feeling that they're going to give Airson a shot.
Mm. Yeah, and the odds could go south more.
Yeah, it's minus 185 already. I
Hmm.
got at DK.
Yeah, Fanatics
And
shows minus 175.
minus 155 for the team total under 2.5. I'm going to play that in already. I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
would
ladder
be
it again.
I would be more inclined to take Carolina's team total over.
I'm
I
going to play them both.
and I would even play the over total of 5.5, or even the even fives that are out there at -140. Like, because even if it's 3-1, 4-1, you're still gonna get a goalie pool. I mean, it's an
Yeah,
elimination
I
game
mean,
unless
then at
it's
in that way, you're just taking Carolina team total over, anyways.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'd rather take their Carolina team total over. Correct.
The only thing about this game is maybe Carolina could be a little bit lazier in this one. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But that Philly team is just way overmatched.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you can. Let me see if it's available now. I'm gonna hop on it, but I don't know if MGM has it yet. Hopefully, I can get a. I don't think it will be out, but I'll check. It's not the game I wanted to see. That not that game either. Oh, they don't got the game out yet. That's why. Oh, here it is, right here. No, they don't get the team totals out yet for that.
They don't have it out yet?
No, not on MGM because I was looking for the flat three because three and a
Oh,
half is
MGM
plus
won't
money.
have it out yet. No, no.
Yeah.
What's the team total for Carolina now? Like 3.5?
Yeah, it's 3.5 at plus 135.
Oh,
So I was looking for a flat three because you should be able to get a playable number.
yep. And I have a feeling that that's going to get bet down. But knowing Bet MGM, they're not going to put it out till late.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna let all the odds move on other books that like Circle will drop it. They're gonna let the odds move until it's a not playable line, and
That
then they'll
game is
drop that line.
Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
We're usually on every night at Monday games. We're on every night at usually 10 or 10:30 p.m. Eastern to cover the following day.
10:30 usually, but we
Yeah.
had a little bit of a mishap today.
Pick a team. My team's back there. It's the Gunthers. I mean, the Utah Mammoth. I got a Gunther jersey right there. But yeah, my favorite team is usually the team that makes me money on any given day. So, um, but if I'm betting the team to win without money involved, it's the Utah Mammoth. So yeah, I'm
Um,
on Discord. Perlo's on Discord too on his. So Perlo has his own service. It's winnable on through Winnable.
yeah.
And then all of my official plays are free through the Legacy Sports Discord. So the link is in the handle of my YouTube bio and all of my bios on all my social media. So you can add it that way if you want to
Yeah,
get in
if you
there.
go to my Winnable, they have a free play option if you don't want to pay for the service. And that'll take, oh, no, actually, yeah, that'll take you over to, no, it won't take me over to my Winnable. I still haven't got that connected. Never mind.
Yeah. My username is my name, Exotic Wagers. Same handle as my YouTube. So, but if you click my YouTube handle and go right to my page, it's right at the top of my page. You see a donation link, my LinkedIn link, and my Discord link. Man, I can't believe freaking Stankoven today. All I needed was another Stankoven shot to cash my 2 unit play, to cash the parlay.
Yeah. I swear to God, they're saving Jarvis and everybody for, like, he's not. they're so comfortable playing against these teams that they're saving them. I just can't see Carolina not making the finals. If you haven't bet it already, you should be betting it. Doesn't matter who wins between Buffalo and Montreal, I don't think.
Yeah.
Which I think it's going to be Buffalo, but pretty positive of that. But and then alpaca chicken? What the heck is Grant talking about? What's alpaca chicken? I know what alpaca is. I know what chicken is.
Maybe he wanted to eat a pack of chicken.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a chicken named alpaca.
Yeah.
Russell agrees with me. No, too strong, man. They get rest. Like if they sweep this, Carolina's got 9 days off.
Yeah.
Like
But I
total
mean,
recovered.
I don't think you want to give Philadelphia any momentum either. So it's like, but
Yeah,
like everybody thought that they were going to have the rust coming into this series. And I mean, on the other hand, like if you practice hard, it's pretty much, I mean, you haven't played, but you're playing. So I really don't see any rust coming off of 9 days. Like you're going to practice. It's not like you're not doing anything hockey for 9 days. So,
yeah. I mean the rust factor in. I think the rust factor is in this particular playoffs is less because of the condensed schedule. I think the condensed schedule really has affected these teams.
yeah, and playoffs are always driven by health and conserved
Mm-hmm.
energy
Mm-hmm.
and and I think Carolina, no matter how much time they have off, they know their game. They're going to play their game
Mm-hmm.
and you give them 9 days off and they're going to plan better and they're going to
Yeah.
practice more and they're just going to be a harder team to define to defend. So defend against.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you can make a case that maybe they're a little sloppy, and you bet Buffalo or Montreal in the first period of the first game or something like that. But it
mhm.
depends how long that series goes. If it goes seven and they only have 2 days off and they got to play Carolina, Carolina's going to ruin them. I think.
Yeah.
Um, was it 2 minutes for being late? Hey guys, we get 2 minutes in the box. I meant to comment the other night, but forgot. Just to CFM, what's that?
Just to
There was
confirm,
some
there was a question where you can play for over first period over with the game in 5.5 when the line is 6.5. Yes, you can, but it really
oh
depends on the
yes,
book. So on
yeah, it depends on the book. Yeah.
DraftKings, they don't allow you to. I don't even think they offer an alt total line, but they don't allow you to parlay the alt total line with the first period. And then also on Bet Rivers, they don't allow you to bet partial period or like period bets with full game bets. So, but you can bet it on FanDuel. You can bet it
365.
on Bet365. You can bet it on MGM.
Can you
And
bet it
most,
on MGM?
I think so. If you go under the same game parlay tab,
I
it's
don't
got to
know.
be. You
Oh,
can't just like add them from anywhere. You got to click the same game parlay tab, and then it gives you everything that you can do in a same game parlay. So, but it like you can probably try it for a game tomorrow if it might
I
be
am.
something
I'm
that
going to
you're
do
only
that.
allowed to
I'm going to
do
do.
the same day.
Sometimes BetMGM doesn't have their SGP
Yeah, or they won't have an
updated
alt
for
total until game day. They may have
first
whatever the line is
period
out right now, and then they have the alt total out on game
versus
day.
spread. Yeah, they don't have the total. Oh wait, goal totals.
And if it has the little SPG logo at the top, it should be part of a same game parlay that you can add.
You can go okay totals. You can't parlay anything except for they don't let you parlay anything unless it's an SGP, right? Same
Yep.
game parlay, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing in there for same game parlay right now. First period, they have spread, but they don't have total. I don't think. Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't have
Justin, I
total in there.
agree. They probably don't open it up until like a lot of those things are hinged upon goalies too. And I know that we kind of know what goalies are going to play, but until they're confirmed, sometimes they don't open those up. But he's saying that MGM doesn't open it until real late, which makes
Yeah,
sense. Like I know for me, it's 3 a.m. is when I start getting a lot of stuff, typically during the
yeah.
season. Maybe
So if
not
you
so
ever
much
hear
right
us
now.
say, I guess we should make it clear because we'll always get new people. Because I think we always say Maddie's special, but
Yeah.
shouldn't say that because nobody knows who Maddie is, especially now
Yeah.
that he's not on Ice Guys anymore. So yeah, first period over and over 5.5. But that one yesterday was a good one. That Carolina, what was it? Carolina money line and no Carolina goal first period and Philly
Yeah.
no goal first period, right?
Correct. It was plus 210 on the
Mm.
show, but when I locked it in and gave it out, it was plus 200. So,
Moved back to Ontario. It's been a long time since I've been to living in Ontario. I left there when I was 12, Mississauga. I think you can on like some of the in Canada, like Alberta plays. That's a really good, but it's not going to help you because you got to live in Alberta. It's the Alberta Gaming
mm,
Commission. So, but that was actually a really good app, but you got to live in Alberta to get it.
all right. Well, we can go ahead and go over to this. Um,
I should give them my. I do have. Yeah, go to what Pearlo's spot. No, you still can't. Yeah, I have a messenger general chat in Pearlo's spot,
yeah, he would need your username on
which is
Discord.
Perlo12. That's not
Oh
going to
yeah.
take you there though. That's going to
No,
take me
but
to my other.
apparently he messaged me on Discord.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do it after the show. Yeah, so looking at let's go ahead and I'll pull up the game here.
Did he follow me on Twitter? I'm going to check it out.
So let me switch this overlay here. Oops. All right. So
I'm two
first game,
minutes. Oh, it was for you being late, Rich. Well, we were late, so you were practically on time.
yeah.
So you were going to
Um
get a 4 minute major, but we checked it out and you get only two. So
okay.
did a review.
For first game for Friday, um may oh wait. Do I got my audio on the other stream? I forgot to turn that off. Hopefully you guys haven't been hearing that echo. All right, first game for Friday, May the 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern. We got the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Buffalo Sabres. This is game 2 of the second round series. Buffalo's won the first one 1-0. This is the second game back in Buffalo before they head to Montreal for game 3. Montreal is plus 113. Buffalo at home minus 127. Over under is set at a flat 6. Minus 118 to the under. That first game ended in a 4-2 victory. Actually, 5 of the last 7 between these two teams have been exactly 4-2. Um, even though it was a 4-2 game, like I felt like that game was kind of, Buffalo just scored. I felt like play-wise, it was pretty evenly matched. Just Buffalo got out ahead. If you look at the shot totals, they were pretty much even the first and the second period. And the third period, the shots were 11-1 favored for Montreal. So Buffalo just took a defensive stance in that third period. But Dobish kind of didn't look like he did in those first games. There was, I believe, 6 power plays, 3 power play goals. So, I think if anything, I think maybe Buffalo is just the better shooters. I know Montreal's got shooters too, but I think these two teams are somewhat evenly matched up. Just Buffalo got more goals than Montreal did. So, I mean, it's kind of hard not to take Buffalo in this second game. It just really depends if I think Dobish is going to be the deciding factor because play wise, I mean, if the Dobish would have stopped those goals, it would have been a little bit more even. So, Perlo,
I don't think
mm,
either one of them played up to their best capabilities.
yeah,
That's what I think in this game. I felt like Buffalo still kind of had control a lot of the time though. Montreal to me seemed, uh, especially down the like third period, they looked like they just didn't have their legs after that Tampa series. Question is how much legs do they have now? So um, I tell you the honest truth. I don't think. Am I? Did I get kicked out again?
no,
Oh, okay. Okay, got quiet. Um, I haven't had the best read on Montreal this year, this playoffs. It's plus 113 for Montreal.
yeah,
Lions looked good. Like low key, people are like. I think a lot. I hear a lot about Dobish, but Lion has played really well. Um, I like my series play with Buffalo. I think somewhere, in one way or another, they're going to win here. Um, but Montreal should come out harder. I don't mind like Montreal first period or something like that, or Montreal goal first goal first period or something like that.
yeah.
Um, but I keep on thinking about that defense for Buffalo. It's just how are they going to attack that Buffalo team? Like watching that game, when they had success, they somehow got in under that Buffalo defense. Um,
Yeah, I mean, for me, I like the over in this game. I mean, it's 5.5. 5 of the last 7 have been 4-2.
yeah,
Um, I just and I
I would only lean the over for sure.
yeah, I think at a flat 6, I wouldn't take it, but at 5.5 minus 125 is out there on some books. Like I think we at least see 6. I don't think Montreal slows down Buffalo. I think if Montreal's going to win, they're going to have to outscore Buffalo. I think it's going to be a 4-3 game if Montreal wins, or maybe even a 3-3 overtime game. But at 5.5 minus 124, I mean, how many have went to the over in their last 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, 5-3, 4-2, 4-3, 4-2, 6-1, 5? Nine straight over 5.5. Like you would think, Montreal wants to tighten up their defense, but I think even if somebody's leading, that total is going to get out of hand at 5.5.
You kind of have to wonder if Dobish might be starting to fade a little bit here too. I mean, he's never played this many games like this. He's played well, but he has never played this many games like this. 7 games in a row, every second night, then go on a plane, go play Buffalo. Not saying that he really was at fault for those goals, but when he was playing against Tampa Bay, he was stopping more than he should. And he wasn't stopping more than he should in that game against Buffalo. So I just think that Buffalo, depth wise, if they play with pace, if they can find a way to keep on playing with pace against Montreal, I think Montreal could be in more trouble than people think here. More trouble than I originally thought, actually. But this Montreal team is voodoo. Like, this is a team that got 9 shots on goal and won a game. And I don't know. I People say that it was an even matchup with Tampa Bay. I'm not so sure about that. I thought, to me, if it would have been, if they would have got if they would have got Vasilevsky level goaltending, who sadly was the lesser goaltender, if you switch goaltenders, Tampa Bay wins that series handily, I think.
Yeah, well, I think Dobish won that series for them. Like if you looked at
Yeah,
every game, Tampa
yeah,
Bay outshot them, and Dobish was just standing on his head most of the games. Like a lot of those
yeah.
games could have been fucking 5-2. You
That's
know,
why I'm wondering if he's getting tired here. That was a tough stretch for a rookie goaltender that hasn't never played this. I mean, all regular season they were running three. Now all of a sudden you're playing a 7 game series and you're back at her again. I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaning Buffalo maybe team total over here.
I mean you can't be running slow post to post on your net against a Buffalo team that clicks on the power play and got shooters like Thompson and
No.
Doan. Like it's
Well, they weren't clicking on the power play, but they did in this game, right? That
yeah,
last game.
they had 2 goals on the power play and two goals
No.
on 5-on-5. It was McLeod and I think it was Bowen Byram. Yeah, he was the other one. So
You might be able to get a flat 3 for Buffalo. I'll take that.
yeah, I would take that. I mean, Dovish has been solid in the playoffs, but I just don't. And there was no goals scored in that third period. It was 3 in the first and 3 in the second. How do you feel about the first period over?
There was 3 in the first and 3 in the and there was no goals in the third period, right?
Yeah, all 6 goals were scored in the first 2 periods.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah,
Because you got to figure the Montreal's going to have more legs in this game, and they're probably, like you said, I don't. Let's put it this way: I don't see. Of course, I said the same thing about Anaheim, and they did do it. They shut down Vegas, but I'm not so sure is going to win like 2-1, 3-1 unless Dobish plays like he did in Tampa Bay, and maybe he will. Maybe he will. If he does, then they got a really good chance. But I just got a feeling that he might be pooching out a bit here. And that Buffalo team is so freaking big, man. Like they're not punishing, but they'll wear like their size will wear you down. Well, how is Montreal? Rich says until Montreal adjusts and can handle it. How are they going to adjust though? Like, what are they going to do to adjust? They need big games from Bolduc and Doc. They're
Yeah, I don't. I just like
it's
the
not my
over.
favorite game to take a Buffalo. So I mean, it is a Montreal spot after that game, but like I said, I haven't had a good read on Montreal, mostly because they can score with low volume, like Utah could. They don't
Hmm.
need a lot of shots, or they haven't. But seeing, I was really wondering what Caulfield would do against that Doan, um, Norris, and Benson line, and they again got shut down. Now they could have had tired legs after that Tampa Bay game. They get 1 day's rest with no travel. Maybe they come out and they're a lot better. Um, but I know one thing: Buffalo will. You got to get Jack Guy off the ice, man. I mean, that guy is just against their speed. They spin him like a top. I don't care about his physicality. The guy can't pass the puck to save his life. He's just like you got to get him off. Got to get him off. I don't. Yeah, I don't mind the draw, Rich. I don't mind the draw. Yeah, I don't mind the draw. I was thinking about that earlier. I don't know why I mentioned it already. I didn't mention it already. But I'll tell if Dobis looks a little sluggish again in this one. Yeah, that Benson, that line is just not only, and they got goal, they got goals in that game too, right? So not only they're using them to shut down the Caulfield line, but they actually outscored the Caulfield line. And props wise, like I said, I played one prop today. I did Stankoven over shots and under 6.5, and I'm not that like I just can't hit props right now. The only one I hit was Konechny under, or it's no, I sorry, I had two Konechny under point 0.5 points. So I got that one. And those are the ones I seem to be hitting. Is the under points ones.
Did you end up playing Zegras too?
Oh yeah, that's right, I did. So that evened out. Jack Guy and Ziegler. So I did.
I remember you said you liked both of them, but they were the only two they were offering at the time, or something. You said
Yeah, that's right. I did take it. So they were. That's. I
they
didn't make
offset.
anything
Yeah,
off that. That was a wash. Yeah, because Zegers got a point.
that
Zegers
sucker
scored a goal.
goal. Man, I when I saw him shoot it, I thought that gap was gonna close so fast, and no, he slid it right. Like you could see, he shot it right over the mitt. Got it good.
Yeah, I honestly think that what Montreal has to do, and I don't know if they can get inside on that defense, but they got to start shooting from the half wall because that's where you're going to have your space. Yeah, they got to get down. They got to get down in the slot because in the paint,
Hmm.
above the paint, obviously not in the paint, but and if they get it in the half wall, they got to try to get shots from there. That's and I don't know why they don't do this anymore because you don't see do it very often. Maybe because the goaltenders come out and control the puck a lot more. But it used to be that when you had a team that played that type of man on man like that, aggressive like that, what you do is wrap it around the boards to the other side and have a guy. And then as soon as you get there, like then that gives you time to get there before the defenseman does. And then
Hmm.
once you get that, you move down towards the corner or you let it wrap around to the defenseman and you start bombing.
Yeah.
But You don't see that much anymore. When that type of defense, I think you have no. I think you got it, especially when you're not a big team up front. Was that an egg timer? What was that?
Oh no, it was the like, subscribe, and share little
Oh
pop
yeah,
up
yeah,
that
yeah,
comes
yeah.
up on the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I do. I haven't. I didn't do finger Pilates last time. I should do that early so people can
yeah. Here, I'll
finger
do it
Pilates.
again so that.
Get your finger Pilates on. Stretch them out. Don't want you to strain your pointer finger. So you can tap that like button.
Here you go. Turn on them noties. But yeah, I mean, as far as props, um, so Caulfield is now down to 2.5,
Yeah.
and it's like -130. It's kind of tempting. He's only covered that number, I think, once in the entire playoffs, but or no, I'm sorry. Oh wait, let me see. Last 10. Oh yeah, he's only covered it once in the playoffs, which was game one, two, three, four, five. Game 6 against Tampa Bay. So he did have two shots in that first game on 2 attempts, but it's almost like it's a guessing game. I know I've said it before. It's like, when is he going to pop? When is he going to start shooting? But I think a lot of the teams are also game planning to try to shut him down and make Slavkowski or somebody else on one of these lines, Demidov, some of these other players step it up. So, I mean, and he's also a good eye magnet, and attract defensive men, and then he can dish it off to somebody else. So, I don't know. Maybe take him for an assist instead of taking him for a goal. I know he's usually good for a goal, but he hasn't really scored at all. His assist is plus 165. He hasn't had an assist in 6 games. Like,
Darlene is shooting a lot. So
yeah.
4-5-3-3.
I mean, Doan's had a point in had an assist in 3 of the last 4. He's plus 240 for an assist. For his points, it's plus 120. He's had 5 points in the last 4 games, at least a point in 3 of the last 4. Head to head wise against Montreal, he's on and off with Montreal, but Doan could be a good look.
He spent over his shots too. Um, Norris.
Yeah, Tage had 0 shots in that last game. Disgusting. Lane Hudson's been shooting. He's got 4, 2, and 4 in his last 3 games versus Buffalo. Over 1.5 is -110. He's covered that in
Benson's
5.
had 2 points in his last 2 games. That whole line. Doan, Benson, and um, Norris. But Norris, I don't think has been getting the points in that, has he? There you go, one. But
Yeah, Doan's been getting them. I mean, Tuck has been good for a point, but he's too heavily juiced. So, I mean, maybe parlay it with one of his line mates. Bless
it's
you.
not good. Is Benson, Doan, and McLeod are really the three best shutdown players on that in that line on that team as far as forwards are concerned, and they all scored got points against Caulfield line. That's not a good look. I think Norris is pretty damn good too. If I look it up here, yeah, Norris is actually that line. I mean, I said that it wasn't. I wouldn't put it in the Gunsel Sorelli Hagel category, but it's pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, Ben, dude, it's just they're a really just smart line, very smart line. And like I said, if it's not him, then you got McLeod. I mean, McLeod's an excellent shutdown guy. The weak link in that team is Quinn. I'd really be looking dangling him in the off season to see what you can get.
Yeah, I mean between Ben, I mean Benson and uh who else were we just Doan, like they both have 5 points in the last 3, 4 games. So both of
Yeah,
them have given clicking. Um as far as a goal scorer, like let's see.
same thing. Like Doan's had a couple. Don't
Mm-hmm.
that line. Montreal, I wouldn't touch until you see that they can get around their forwards there. I mean, they're just
All right. Well, we can move on to the next one. It's only 2 games on for Friday.
I want to take Dobish over saves again, but I mean Buffalo. I don't think I think Buffalo's going to shoot more. But anyways, Vegas Anaheim. Yeah,
All right. Second game, last game of the evening for Friday, May the 8th. We have the Vegas Golden Knights on the road, 9:30 p.m. Eastern puck drop. Vegas -110. Anaheim at home -110. Over under is set at a flat 6, -110 on both sides of that number. Game 3 of the series. This series is tied up 1-1. First game in Anaheim. Anaheim held a 21-23-2 record. I'm sorry, 27-13-4 record at home. Vegas held a 21-15-8 record on the road. These two teams both played to the under first 2 games. I don't know if we see an over in this one, but it is a flat 6. I believe the first 2 games they were still at 6.5. So they moved the number finally to a pick 'em here at a flat 6. I don't know. I'm kind of still leaning the under here. Like, I don't feel like I saw a whole lot of high danger chances in those first 2 games. Definitely wasn't as action packed as I expected it to be. But I know typically, like, you see an over in game threes because the other teams push back. But I mean, it's a 1-1 series. So um, Anaheim looked good. You would think Vegas wants to bounce back here. I know it's their first game on the road. But, and then if you're asking me for a total, I'd probably lean to the under. So I could see maybe under first period, under 6.5, something like that. Perlo, how do you see
I
this
like
one?
Vegas puck line first period. I think they got to come. They're going to come out here. That's an embarrassing loss. I'm sorry. If you lose to Anaheim in an under and you didn't get goalied, then you played like shit. That you should not be losing to Anaheim on an under. No way. It's like they kind of. I think they were trying to play a shutdown game against them, and they kind of did, but it was like so slow. Like you look at like Carolina. If you're gonna play something like that, you gotta play with pace in the defensive zone. You gotta move the puck quicker. I'm pretty sure that's what Tortorella's gonna be saying. Like they gotta move the puck quicker. Uh, Play with more. They didn't play with enough intensity in that game. I think they undervalued Anaheim or something. I don't know. It wasn't. And we kept on, and unfortunately, I kept on lie betting them that they're going to wake up, and they didn't. So uh, I like Vegas first. Actually, you can take the money line first period, eh? This is a pick 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me the Vegas money line first period, and um, yeah, I don't mind the under. No
I mean,
goals for
I'm
Swanwick.
probably gonna go back to Carlson 4+ shots on goal. I think
He
he's
keeps
covered
on
it.
getting it. As long as he
Yeah,
keeps on getting it, you got to kind of go with it. Was it Quinn? He's a shooter. Yeah, I know, but his overall game is just not. You got there, just not like. I think he's. I wouldn't want him on my team. Just put it that way. I don't know. It's they got to play with more intensity. I'm going to mostly be live betting, but I will take a shot at Vegas money line first period. If Vegas comes out with pace and plays like they can against Anaheim, there's there's no reason why you should be getting you shouldn't you should be able you should get possessed in the you shouldn't be able to take possession in the offensive zone against Anaheim. You know, you just all you got to do is be strong on the stick, and they weren't. They weren't. You got to be strong on their stick. They're they're not. You know, except for Lacombe, you should be able to dominate most of their defense. Truba's not very good down there. Truba's good when you get the puck on his stick and he's a good play driver, but you can definitely expose him as far as getting to the puck first and stuff like that. So they I got to see it. I don't know. I don't know what happened there with Vegas. Um, I know really good cappers had Anaheim on that in that game. I didn't bet the side, but
yeah,
losing to Anaheim and it was an over and you got goalied, okay. But losing to Anaheim in an under, that's not acceptable.
yeah. I like Vegas to bounce back here. I think it's a low scoring affair. I do like the under six. If you can get an under 6.5 live, I like that. Maybe you get a goal early. Um, I expect Vegas to come out, maybe get a goal in the first period, but I do like the first period under. And like the full game under. As far as props, like I said, Leo Carlson 4+ shots on goal. It's been plus money. He's hit that in almost. I think he's hit that in every game in the playoffs. Let me double check. But I mean, even attempts wise, the volume is there for sure. Um, let's
The
see,
heck? What did I
Leo
do?
Carlson. Yeah, his over 3.5 is plus 116. He's hit that 9 of the last 10. In the playoffs, he's hit it in all but game one, two, three, four, five. Game 6 of the Edmonton series. He's averaging about 7 attempts per game, 6.9 attempts per game. Um, yeah, I mean, he's hit that 4 in every one of them. I think he got the fourth shot on that goal that he got in the last game. He's had a goal in 2 of the last 3 games as well. But over 3.5 shots at plus 116, I think that's a really good line for that, especially because he's hit 9 of the last 10. And he's putting up, like, between him and Cutter Gauthier, like, they've been putting up the majority of the volume for Anaheim. Um, yeah,
Lacombe,
Lacombe Point.
did Lacombe get a point last game?
Uh, that's why I couldn't find it. It's right here.
Where's the points?
For Lacombe, you're asking? So Lacombe had. No, he did not have a point against Vegas in the last game, but he did have a point in game one, and then he also had a point in game 6 of the Edmonton series. It's minus 134 for a point.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, head to head wise, he's had a point in 3 of the last 4 games versus Vegas. Jack Eichel really hasn't been shooting at all either. Stone got that goal at the very end of that game one or game two. That was crazy. They were so close to getting a shutout there and didn't happen. I mean, Chris Kreider too. He's had over 1.5 shots on goal, minus 120. He did have 2 shots on goal in that last game. He's covered that in 3 of the last 4 games, 8 of the last 10 versus Vegas. Obviously a lot of those were with the New York Rangers, but um, man, Dorofeyev does not shoot against Anaheim. That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean Dorofeyev, I'm really surprised. he
Yeah, you
is
would think it'd
he's
be a
playing
good
up on
matchup
that
for him.
top line. You'd think he'd be shooting a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just saw something on Tortorella, and they were asking him about the shots. I'm gonna check out what he said because it's just inexcusable, man. It's
Yeah, Stefan Stankoven got that shot, I think, in the last minute. He was coming up on the side of the slot, and I actually thought that they were going to take it away because it looked like it was right on the. I mean, it didn't hit the pipe, but it almost looked like it hit the side of the net. But then you could see it bounce up and down on the goalie. So I'm pretty sure it hit him in the shoulder. I was on his over 2.5, so unfortunately that didn't cash. But yeah, you know what, Wolf Cotto, I was just looking at that because Eichel has had very good history shots wise, but right now he's just not shooting. Like his under, he's usually 3.5 or 2.5. Um, let me see, what is he's probably still 3.5 if I had to guess. Let me see, Eichel. No, he's at 2.5 minus 140, but yeah, he's not hit it in 3 straight. He was shooting all kinds in that Utah series, but well, you know what is weird though? In that last game for Anaheim, he had 9 attempts. He only had 2 shots on goal, but he had 9 attempts. So I don't know if that was by way of missing or by way of getting blocked. But yeah, he had 9 attempts. So yeah, I understand the trend there with the under 2.5 at plus money, but that last game, it wasn't that he wasn't shooting; he just missed or got blocked. So I don't know. In a game where you're expecting Vegas to bounce back, it would be hard for me to take an under on Eichel because he's one of their play producers. Either that's by passing or shooting. So, um,
yeah. I think Vegas just kind of underestimated Anaheim, which a veteran team like that, you wouldn't think they would do that, but um,
I
I
mean,
would like if I think Vegas is going to win. I kind of like it's only under. You can get a flat three, an under flat three for Anaheim.
I mean, Anaheim's
I think
outshot Vegas in every game. I kind of want to take Carter Hart saves, but that number's getting
again,
steep. I know
yeah,
you were
I
saying it
missed it on
was,
the hook last time, and
yeah,
I
and
don't
it's
know
still
how I
twenty
did
six and a
because
half.
I know it was I got it, and then they took it away, and I don't know which save they took away, but it wasn't the last save. I'll tell you that it was right in his freaking gut. It went up to 29 shots. 29 shots and hit the over 26 and a half. And then they took it away. Oh, I was pissed.
And it should be Lucas
Anaheim's at
Dostal.
home here too, so they're going to have the advantage to maybe shoot more too. Like I want to take it as well.
I mean, so this gets me. Uh, Dostal saves is at 24.5, and Vegas has only had 22 shots on goal in the first 2 games. And is that due to their shitty offense, or is that Anaheim actually playing defense? Because we both know Anaheim typically doesn't play defense. Maybe they're throwing bodies and blocking puck,
I
but
mean,
that
Anaheim
doesn't.
tries to play the best defense they can, but you got to if you don't pressure them, anybody can play good defense, and the Vegas didn't pressure them. They're not pounding them. That's what
That's what
I
I don't
don't understand.
understand. Yeah.
They're not playing with intensity in the offensive zone. Like, imagine if Carolina was playing Anaheim. Jesus Christ, dude, that would be disgusting. They would absolutely dominate them. And Vegas has the ability to do that. They got the guns, but they're not playing. They didn't like. They played like Dallas did against Minnesota. Yes, that last game. Slow out of the zone, slow passes. Nobody's really moving the puck all that way. Like, are they nervous?
Yeah.
Were they nervous, or were they? I don't. I trying to put my finger on what that was about. I think Tortorella is too. Like, what was that? What was that about? What were we doing there? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't take Vladar saves. I was afraid that Carolina would get up and shut it down.
Yeah, I think Vegas bounces back. That was a really shitty performance from them, and
I do too. Yeah.
they definitely don't want to give any. I mean, Anaheim's already feeling a little bit of momentum, but it's definitely a game they don't want to give them to momentum to. But I mean, I think just like Edmonton did at times, it's just you can pressure them to making mistakes and getting goals. It's just they also have a good offense, can bounce
Yeah, but
back.
I
And
mean, Edmonton had when Dickinson's out of the lineup, all Anaheim had to do was beat up that McDavid line, which is easier said than done. But I mean, McDavid had a fractured foot, and and I mean, once you do that, then you just have to beat those bottom lines, and that's not tough. Those bottom lines are brutal in Edmonton. This is different. Vegas has got depth, especially with Carlson in there. Carlson, Marner, and Eichel up the middle. Fuck, man. They should be ruining this series.
yeah,
It's all about their intensity. If they play with intensity, and I just think they have to here. I just can't imagine they could come out soft in this game. I just can't. By the way, I just did a Toronto Maple Leafs and what they're going to do in the summer video. You might want to check it out. It's a lot of interesting takes there, I'll tell you that.
oh, how funny! I think this is my grandson. What's up, Jesse? Hope you're doing good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Nice.
remember he's came onto the show a few times when he was here.
Sweet.
He must be watching. That's his mom's name, but he must be watching on his mom's account. So
Yo, I'm Jesse.
glad to see you in here, buddy.
How old is he?
I think he's 8. You're right,
Oh,
Jesse? You're 8, 9.
okay.
And you put a comment in there. I'm pretty sure he's either. I think he's turning 9. I want to say he's turning 9. But yeah, I'm gonna have to bring him back on the show when he's here.
I think Norm
Um,
Macdonald used to say every time that if they asked him about his children, I think it was Norm Macdonald. They say, "How old are your kids?" And he says, "I want to say 12." That was, or
well, the,
what's your boy's name? And he's like, "I want to say Stanley."
well, it's just like a buddy of mine. I ask him like, "Are you gonna have any more kids?" And he says, "Not with this wife." uh,
No
but
betting
yeah,
yet.
I
What do you
mean,
mean no bet?
at the end of the day, I guess I like Vegas. I like the over. I like Leo Carlson 4+
You like
shots.
the over? Did you say
Yes. Or no,
you
I'm
do?
sorry. No, I
The
like the
under?
over in the first game. It's the under in this game. Sorry. You
Yeah.
are correct.
I like Vegas money line first period. I think that they got to come out maybe first goal first period. I just have to. I think they just played so bad. I, they were playing a shutdown game. There's no doubt about that. But they there's you can't play a shutdown game and not have intensity in the offensive zone. You know, like it's sort of like the Toronto Maple Leafs. They say that the fans say that Berube is a terrible coach. This team shouldn't be playing uh, dump and chase, but Toronto didn't. The players didn't dump and chase. They dumped and waited. They did nothing. Like I'm pretty sure Berube wasn't like saying, "Oh yeah, dump it in and just wait at the hash marks till they come back and shoot." I'm pretty sure that's not what he was telling them to do.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I'd say Vegas first period money line, and I like Vegas for the game too, pre-game. I'm going to do most of my betting live though. I think in this one, you got to think they're going to shoot more.
Yeah, they've only had 22 shots in the first two games. Like I know on the road their volume typically goes down, but I mean maybe you take those stall saves first period. Like Vegas should come out shooting. Like if even if they
You're
don't,
thinking they are, but
yeah,
I kind of want to see it. Like maybe there's a problem here
yeah,
because I know with Cassidy, I think they might be a little bit confused too. Because it sounds like Tortorella is sort of slowly starting to put his stamp on this. He's trying to do it slowly, but I think maybe they might be a little bit confused because I know under Cassidy they were a very low volume shooting team and they did a lot of tips. You said that. Look at the way they tip
yeah. They'll
from the
stand
slot.
fucking 6 feet out in front of the crease and tip it from out there where the goalie looks like the puck's going across ice for a pass. Fuck no, the guy that's standing there in the bumper position is just tipping it way out in front of the goalie, and I mean, it's even bouncing off the ice and players before it even gets to him. So, I mean, I saw that a lot in the Utah series. We couldn't stop it in like the first last 5 minutes when we were ahead by one or it was tied up. Like we had no chance. Like I
Mm.
felt like no matter what they did, they were somehow gonna get that into the puck into the net. So, um, oh, it looks like my Instagram fell out. My Instagram's like on a time limit. It only lets me stream for so long. So
Steven Steven's asking where do I think Cassidy lands? I think Cassidy's gonna have a tough time finding a place to land. Eh, his reputation in the league right now is hurting him quite a bit. Any team that's looking to get free agents is gonna hum and haw about taking Cassidy because these Gen Z these Gen Z players just don't won't take assholes, and he's an asshole, flat out. So I don't know, brilliant mind, brilliant hockey mind, but I think he could be in trouble. I don't think he. I'd be shocked if he went to Toronto or Edmonton. I'd be shocked. You'd have to take like I think it would have to be a very veteran team, and I don't think there is one out there looking for a coach.
yeah. All right, you want to do a quick clip this shit of what we like and get on our merry way. It is
Yeah,
nine
Winnipeg might not
o'clock.
be a bad idea. They got,
All right,
I don't know.
we can go over it real quick.
So what
All
do I
right.
got on this? Carlson over shots and Vegas money line first period and full game. That's it. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of the same thing here. First game on the board, 7 p.m. Eastern. Montreal Canadiens taking on the Buffalo Sabres. For me in this one, I like the first period under, but I like the full game over. Over's 5.5 on this one. You've had 9 of the last 10 games have 6 or more goals. It's 5.5 minus 125 is where I got it over at Hard Rock. I did bet it on the live. I'll give it out as soon as the stream ends, but it's minus 125 on Hard Rock. As far as player props, I don't know. Caulfield over 2.5 is starting to look a little bit better. I don't know if I'm going to get there. Like I said, he's only covered that once in the playoffs, but you would feel that he's got to be in a position where you feel like he needs to shoot. And then on the Buffalo side, give me Josh Jones or Benson to get a point. Perla.
Yeah, I like that line one way or another. I don't know if how I'll parlay it. A lot of the times, if anybody's listening, like I play. I don't tell everybody all my plays because it would take all day. Like I do, I still do some live volume stuff that helps, and they're just like little tiny bets. So like if I'm down a unit, I'll end up being green for the day because of these little tiny bets, and it's usually like parlaying that line, which I'll probably do. Um, but Sabres team total over 3 interests me. Uh, and you said you like the under and the over for the full game, so maybe I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I wonder how these guys are for second period over, or just bet that
Yeah.
parlay. That would be a good price, right?
Yeah, I think if you're going to take like if you want to do the parlay, I think you play the first period under straight if it's a playable line, and then do what you were mentioning, I think a show or two ago, where you take both teams to score in the first period, no, and then you
Oh
take the
yeah,
over 5.5 because I think either one of these teams are possible of scoring 2 goals in the first period. I just don't know if both of them score in the first period. But I do like the under first period as a straight. So, but I do like the full game over at 5.5. So, and I do like Buffalo. If I'm picking a side, I'm picking Buffalo here. Um, and, I think
yeah.
Montreal
Until I
probably
see
wins game 3 in
otherwise,
Montreal. But
both of these games are like I'm probably going to live bet more than I want to see if Montreal still has legs. It's really like you just came back off that 7 game series, didn't have legs in that game. Now they're going to be in desperation mode. So if that's the case, and they're still kind of tired and they're having to get the pace, that's where defensive mistakes happen. That's why I like Buffalo team total over 3 quite a bit because um, if they're going to have to play with pace to beat Buffalo. It's not like they can slow down and play them. They have to play with pace, and if their legs aren't there, it's then that's when you get caught, right? Trying to push your legs faster than they're willing to go. So it's going to be it's going to be an interesting game.
yep.
Um,
All right. Is that it for that
and
one?
I got a little bit on the draw, which I could see it like if Montreal does have their legs, I think this could be a really good chance of like unfortunately because we like the over like a 2-2 or 3-3 or something like that. I think it could happen. Then the team total over 3 for Buffalo pushes and hopefully Buffalo wins the game.
Okay. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We got the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Anaheim Ducks. I do like Vegas to bounce back here at -110. I do like the under 6 in this game. Leo Carlson, 4+ shots on goal. That's hitting every playoff game but once this season. I also like Cutter Gauthier for a goal. I think if Anaheim's going to score, it's probably going to be him. And then on the Vegas side, I mean, Barbashev for a point, it's been pretty solid. He did not get a point in that last game, but he was on a 6 or 7 game point streak prior to that. So I do like that. Um, and that's probably it. I don't know if first period I could probably see an under as well, but maybe I'll get to that. I don't know. Perlo.
I got Vegas money line first period and full game right now. Carlson over shots. Uh, I think I'm gonna live bet. I'm gonna live bet. Try to live bet over saves for either team. If I see Vegas shooting more, I think I'll live bet it. Uh, but for saves for the goalies. But again, both of these games are kind of like I want to see. I want to see Vegas play with pace early. If they play
Yeah.
with pace early, then I think I got tough. But if they do this, whatever they were doing game two, I can't see it. But
Yeah,
I can't see.
I want to take those stall saves, but I just don't know if
Yeah,
I
because
mean
you
not
got to figure after not shooting that much for two games, you got to start. They're going to start shooting here.
yeah, or the other way, like looking at heart saves because if we both go into this game with the intention that Vegas is going to be leading or winning, like ultimately like Anaheim's hit that number I think in both of the first two games. So they've had like 28 and 30 some shots on goal in the first two games. So I think Hart was at what 25 and a half is what I saw. Is that what I saw? Let's see. Oh no, he's 26 and a half. Man, that's getting up there. I don't know. I could see that number coming down to 25. At 25 and a half, I do like it, but
Yeah.
maybe you take it live. But I also expect Vegas to come out shooting. Oh, that's Hart uh,
See,
versus
it's funny
Dostal.
when you take it live, you sometimes get a like they'll like say Vegas gets like 7 shots or something like that. The number will be only 2 shots more than it was before the game,
Well, what I
and you've already
noticed
got
was in that last game where you gave out that save prop and I asked you where you got it. When I went in there to take it, it was minus 215. And I'm like, damn. But it was only 25 flat and you had got 25 and a
you
half.
got to be on it right away. You got to watch it like crazy because then like it seems like people will start betting it and then they'll switch it so it's like 22 or 25. They won't give you the in between. And the
Yeah.
22 is juiced and the 25
But
or
was
26 is like plus 180 and unlikely to hit.
But there is a whole lot of money to be made there because, like I said, it was 210, and literally a minute later, it was plus 150.
Yeah.
So like if a game goes a minute and nobody gets a shot on goal,
Yeah.
those odds drastically move. And then if some two shots immediately come in, it's going to drastically go back down.
Yeah.
So if you can watch it and catch it live, like you can get some really good numbers on those
That's what
live
I do.
numbers.
And
Yeah.
I think it's a low volume bet because I don't think how many people are betting goalie saves live. I don't think there's too
Yeah.
many. Like it's not even. That's why I like goalie saves because you can get some really good. Uh, you can get some really good lines because it's not a common bet.
Yeah.
That's why I
I would
hit so
agree.
good on my premium bets. That's why you go to Pearlo's NHL POW and get part of my winnable, and you pony up 150 pound for a year and make lots of scratch. That's why you do that.
Yeah. So, well, thank you guys all for tuning in. That is our two-game slate for Friday, May the 8th. I will not be on tomorrow. Perlo, you gonna run a solo show tomorrow, or I don't know if JD will be around, but tomorrow's Friday. I'm
Oh
typically
yeah,
not on Fridays. I will
it's
be on
only
Saturday
one.
morning.
Is it 2 games tomorrow?
Well, the two games we were talking about, but then on Saturday, it's two games Saturday. And I'll do the Saturday show in the morning too, so I don't know if you're gonna be on
Yeah, I'll be.
tomorrow. Okay.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say yes. I think Caroline's off, but I'm gonna say yes for now, and then because I will be on Saturday morning.
Yeah, and the
But
games aren't until the evening. It's a 6 p.m. game Eastern and a 9 p.m. game Eastern, so nothing in the morning, kinda like last Saturday. Last Saturday was the same start time, 3 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. Eastern.
yeah,
Um,
I think if anybody's interested, DM me. I'll come on and I'll do some couple bets, but we'll just sometimes I just like to talk hockey, like especially when asking about where Cassidy might go, or you're not just asking me, but like getting your opinion on it and stuff like that. I love doing that. If you watch my Twitter, I do it all day. Yeah, and yeah, I piss
Yeah.
people off all day.
But you can find me over on X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm now streaming on Twitch. At Exotic Wagers with the Z. You can also find the Legacy Sports Discord link and get all my official plays for free. Link is in all of my bios. Also, I do not have a paid service, and I have a donate or buy me a coffee link on any of my bios. Also, you can scan that QR code down there below Perlo. Um, if I help you win any bets and you want to donate some money to help cover my streaming costs. So, Perlo, tell them where they can find you over at Winnable.
Yeah, Perlo's NHL POW. Just Twitter. It's pinned on my profile. You can grab my winnable there. Use HYMES 12, Hymes 12. Get 40% off for a full calendar year of MLB and NHL picks, or you can get a playoff package for a month for like $20, where you can take swag. Oh, by the way, which I think he only had one play today. Cardinals Padres under. That looks pretty good. It's 2-1 Cardinals. So another hit for him. He's sitting at about 70%. So you can grab those. He's one hell of a ball capper for $25 a month. And it all goes to the Chafety Fund. And we're getting rid of we're getting Jaime's body lube. It's the best there. I said it. Getting rid of Chafety and all. You know what? You don't hear anything more about Iran too much. I don't know. I don't either. There's probably a lot going on there, but I don't watch the news, so I'll have to call up Hernandez and ask him how it's going there. And he's got a fresh, fancy new Pearlo copter. He's bringing vats and vats and vats of Hymes down there, getting rid of all the chafing in the land in Iran. So, yeah, it goes towards that. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming in, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep. Like I said, Perlo will be on his channel. You can find him over on YouTube at Perlo Wisdom, 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. And then we will be back over here on this channel for the Forecheck podcast Saturday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, where we will break down the Saturday card. So for Perlo, I am Exotic Wagers. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Enjoy your
Talk to you.
evening, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.